donuts. Love it. Don't forget the janitor. I don't like that outfit, Fatima. What you think you here for, Pam? Let's have a learning moment here. Play his game. Don't be showing up at my job, fam. Don't you shake hands with the devil. Oh! Bust down, Bobbiana. Okay, we serious. Hold on. Whose real baby is this? Why do y'all watch if you have me? You were noticeably pregnant. Now y'all closer to person. Touche. It's a good suit, Tony. You got shoes. You got shoes. Zach, you need a ring camera. Aaron, beautiful. Yeah, get out my office, fam. I couldn't reach you. Did you? You're the boss here. Close that door. Gordon Gartrell. How do you help somebody out of this? Oh, so you just for the street. She about to leave you, Tony. You don't even know. Who decided on the box this season? What up, loves, and welcome back to another episode of From Rizzo with Love with me, your girl, Donna Rizzo, as we're here to recap Tyler Perry's Sistas Season 9, Episode 4. Guys, we are caught up and on time. I know I kind of caught up for Episode 3. I posted it like hours before, but I made it nonetheless. I kept my promise to you guys. So now we are caught up officially for Episode 4. If this is your first time here, I do a live reaction recap. So I post clips and snippets of the show here in real time. And then I watch it along with you. But like, I don't sit there with idle time and then have the show play while I just sit here. I pull out things. I call things out. I ask a lot of questions in the comments. You'll see them as QOTE, question of the episode. Really, questions of the episode. We are a chatty bunch on YouTube, so please engage over there. A lot of times on Instagram is just to run to YouTube, so I appreciate you guys for that. Big ups to the Sistas cast. I did tell you guys that I ran into them. I got a lot of love from them in the last like 2 weeks, because even though it was in June, was it June? Yeah, June that it happened. I just caught up and posted it on my IG. Now, don't ask any questions. We are still making a way. I don't know a way. But I want to give you guys a quick snippet on that. So, you know, we're in the open casting. We're in the callback section. And, you know, check my Instagram and you'll see like all the details behind that, right? So I went over to LA for BET's open casting during the BET Awards. I also went last year. And last year, they ran it a little differently, but they had a lot of people coming in and out. And if you guys don't know, I recap shows like Sistas, like Zatima, like Insecure, like Diarra from Detroit, Reasonable Doubt, right? There are a number of shows that I recap, and a lot of them are on BET because I want to see and promote us and make sure that we grow. And also when I see hate, I always want to bring light. That's also something that me and my homegirl are recently talking about, because we tend to put others before ourselves. But you know, that's another day and another time. So at the casting last year, they bring DeVal Ellis in to talk to Robbie Reed, who is the major executive and casting director over at BET. If you don't know, you should look her up. But he's there. So naturally, they're like, oh, does anyone have a question? And I'm like, I stand up, even though I'm 5'2". So my stand up is merely 2 inches above the average Joe sit down. But I said, hand up. I'ma think of the question in the moment before they get to me. And he called on me. And so I was like, okay, that was my DeVal interaction. I made a comment about the show, but I was like, don't know if he knows who I am. So that didn't go as planned. Then I see Novi Brown from Sistas there, and nobody is going up to her because everybody thinks like, oh, you can't go up to the people. Like nobody was really going up to DeVal. And you know me, I said, fuck it. And so I went up to her. We had a great interaction, great rapport there. Same thing with Diarra from Detroit. So this year, they actually brought in a lot of the cast members from Sistas. It's Brandon Wellington, who plays Tony, KJ Smith, who is obviously Andy, first on the call sheet over there, Sal Stowers, who plays Penelope's, Remy. And then Trinity Whiteside, who plays, who's Cowboy? Preston. And Mignon, I don't know your last name right now. Hold on. Mignon Vaughn, who plays Danny. So I see them walking in. Obviously, not obviously, but we see KJ walking in with Sky, who's her husband. And we knew that she was pregnant, but like, just to see her little pregnant self. Beautiful, right? So we were over here listening to the CEO of BET telling us about this weekend and all those good things. Again, if you want to see that, I did post it on From Rizzo with Love on my Instagram. It's a picture of me in black and white with the BET like statue behind me. So we're having, we're listening to him, and then Sky and KJ walk in, and we're like, and naturally, also, a lot of these people are at these castings, but they do not watch BET shows. So I am like, do. Okay, great. I see this person. Then I see Brandon coming in. So now Brandon, who's Tony, he and I have had several interactions on, sparingly, but like several interactions on social media every time that I post my recaps. He has been very supportive. KJ has also been very supportive. I also watch my views and stories. So I do see that a lot. There are some cast members who watch my. So I know that like Penelope has seen me before, but is it enough where she would recognize me? I don't know. Mignon is very not really on socials, so I say she may or may not know me. And then Trinity and I, because he was on both platforms as well, there had been some interaction. Like he had reposted me one time. I think that's my most viewed video that I've ever put up because so many of his fans, I didn't realize he had the fans who take action, but he reposted me and it went right to my. So super appreciative of that. So yeah, there's like, there's some interaction there. There's some commentary, maybe a laugh emoji, whatever it is. But you never know because there's so many people. And so you never know if they're going to know you. Obviously, like them. There's millions of people coming at them. One of me is, watching them on television. So anyway, but I'm like, nonetheless, Brandon Tony should know who I am. So they're giving their speeches. They're giving like words of advice and words of encouragement, which is great. And now it's time to like get back in the mode where they call numbers for us to go up to deliver our scripts. And again, same thing that I did last year when I saw Novi and when I saw Diara from Detroit. I said, what's the worst that could happen? 1, you don't know who the I am. 2, you ignore me. 3, I don't know. There's no worst. Like right now is the worst because I'm not trying. Right now it's a no, I don't know who you are. We'll never interact. If I go and try, it's gotta be better than that. You know what I'm saying? So I said, let me go. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to go for the other folks. I'm going straight for mother Tony. So now there's a group of people who are lined up on the side ready to go on stage for their casting. And you know me, I love to watch people and hear the input and the advice that the judges give because yes, it's helpful to that individual person, but it's so helpful to me too. So I'm just like storing and stocking and putting it in my back pocket. But I said, forego that for this. So now I'm shimmying through people. I'm like, excuse me. And they looking at me like this little groupie bitch. I don't give a f-. I don't know who it was. Kerry Washington recently said she puts little weight on the opinions of people who aren't essentially don't know her and who aren't on her same level. Now, not saying that the people in the line were not on my same level because we are all at an open casting, but you don't know me. You know what I'm saying? You don't know the interaction, the experience, the recap series that I have. You don't know any of that. So you might see me saying, Brandon. You might see me doing that and think that I'm a groupie or crazy. So be it, baby girl. You know what's important in the moment is that, yes, I remember those like looks and the, oh, why is she trying to like shimmy over here's? But I can't remember their face. Because that holds no space for me. What holds big space for me is that someone was talking to Brandon and the people as they were leaving, and I couldn't get through all the way as he was like getting to the threshold of the door. And so I was like, Brandon, and I did it just like that. And he looks and he's like, Rizzo. And I'm like, mother, yes. And he's like, yo, like now we're having our little moment. And he's like, yo, you came all the way out here. And then he's like, we do a little side hug, like, oh, because we're social media friends. And then he's like, and blessings to him for this. Then he goes, nah, yo, I have to introduce you to the cast. And he like brings me outside and they're walking away. And he's like, yo, I'm saying yo, but he's just like, yo, guys, I have to introduce you to this person. She does recaps, whatever. And KJ comes over to me and she's like, oh my God, I love you. And Penelope like pauses. And then she's like, oh my God, I watch your stuff. And, she's joking with me like, be nicer to Penelope and all this shit. And I'm like, nah, she need to get her together. And Mignon, bless her heart. Wait, I hate when people say that, but this is a genuine bless her heart because she looking like, I don't know this hoe. That's me in situations. I'll be in the back like, good for you, young lady, but can't say I know her. And she's sitting in the back there. And I was like, at some point, she's just standing there like, cool, ready to go. And me, I like pause and I'm like, yeah, I do recaps. I was like, oh, but you're not on socials, which I get, because protect your peace. And then I go to give her a hug. And I'm like, you could have shook her hand. She know the you are. This random person coming to hug her. But she was a good sport. So it is what it is. But, I'm not going to share too much, but KJ spoke a light and a life into me and took my hand and just spoke it to me. And y'all know I'm so protective over pregnant women. Like, I hate when pregnant women, I hate when people touch pregnant women because I really believe in transfers of energy and like that. You know what I'm saying? I believe in the Lord Savior up above as well, highly. But I don't like, too much. I'm not pregnant and I don't even like certain people touching me. So I get real protective when I try to touch pregnant women. But she grabbed my hand and was just speaking so much life into me. And, we were talking. I told her some things about so that was on Saturday. No, that was on Sunday. And on that Tuesday, the Tyler Perry cast came into our studio. And I don't want to say too much. I never want to represent my company and my brand. But there was a photo opportunity. Now, I'm around celebrity. They're always in and out of my life and, different places that I work or just entertainment. So I'm not enamored by them, totally cool for the people who are. I love that. I think that is a cool moment that you get to meet someone that you have admired or you are a fan of. I think that's so cool. I get it. But because there's so many people that pass through my life, I am not that oh, I need to go take a picture for you anymore. And a lot of, I have one of my friends who works, I don't want to say where he works, but he works a lot closer with artists than I do. And he's always like, yo, you got to stop, not popping your shit. People don't know what the you're doing. People don't know who you are because you're so modest with it. You're not posting these pictures that you have with people. So they don't know that you're in places and spaces. And believe it or not, people will figure out who you are or learn who you are. And then they'll come to your page and they will respond to you differently because they see that you're in these places and spaces. And maybe you had access to this person or, you interacted with them in some way, something like that. And he's like, I hate this, but that's the fucking game. And you got to start playing it more. And I wrestled with that because in one aspect, I think he plays it too much. And I hate that. And then on the other side, I get the game, but I don't want to be fake to people. I don't want people to be fake to me. So I don't want to be fake to people. You know what I'm saying? And then there's a guy I work with who all he does is weasel his way in to take photos. And I'm just like, is this getting you? What are you doing this for? So it's a thin line with that. Also, in a lot of these places, I am working in some form or way. So me taking a picture with someone is not advised. It's not recommended. And it doesn't look good in terms of my career either. So there was an opportunity where Tyler came in and same thing that I did with De'Ara, same thing that I did with DeVal, Novi, KJ, Brandon. I said, this is my opportunity. And they were like, okay, we're all done with photos. And I was like, on some real, y'all, I didn't, see, here's what I'm talking about. I didn't want a photo. I didn't give a about a photo. The photo was the way for me to interact with Tyler, right? That was the only way. There was never going to be a chance where I am like, hey, Tyler, let me sit you down while you're here for work about this movie Straw. And let's talk about the ways I can work with you to improve your brand. Like, the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? So the photo was my means for that. So I'm going in for the photo, but really I stopped because bruh man's on the end because he is 17 and a half feet tall. Do you guys know that Tyler Perry is a monster? No, I don't want to say monster. A giant. Monster means mean. He is a giant man. And then there's like Sherry Shepherd, Taraji, Tiana, you know what I'm saying? And my 5'2". And so he's on the end. So, you know, I'm going in to take the photo and I stop and I said, hi. You don't see it. I said, hi, my name is Donna Rizzo. You don't know it yet, but we'll be working together soon. One, I would like to call out that this was my hand. And this was Tyler Perry's hand. It went like this. I said, where the fuck is my hand? And why is Tyler Perry's hand so large? So that was my one. Then I also thought that moment would go a little differently. So, you know, I go and say that very quickly. And he's like, also, it's weird because you have to be like, hi, you don't know me yet, but we're going to be working together soon. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but except I knew that they were coming in. I wasn't sure how the interactions would go if I would have this opportunity. So I did wear my highest heels, even with my highest heels, y'all. So anyway, I say that. And in my brain, I'm like, that's going to leave a mark on him. He's going to be like, man, that's amazing. Let me go talk to my reps and see who this girl is. That's my brain. That's how I think that interaction is going to go. And he goes, and I was like, well, excuse me, I'm just going to go take my picture. And I walked the fuck out. But, you know, had that moment when we worked together. I'm going to bring it back up. Yeah. So anyway, I say this to KJ and I say this to the other group of people who are there. And they're just like, you better say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you better say that. And it just, you know, when I told y'all before, getting love from people, it's not so much like getting the love. It's like getting the recognition, the acknowledgement, and just the like, it's reassurance you're on the right path. And all this editing, this work that you are putting in is not in vain. And it's appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing this for me, yes. But also the reason behind all of this is because I worked on I don't want to call it a white show, but it was a white-led show that was putting us in a negative light. And I did not like that. So I made a clear turn. And mind you, I started working on that show because I wanted to big ups the Black cast members over there. And it did the complete opposite. Even when I stood up, you know? So it's crazy that the people that I stood up for behind the scenes are the people that they got to go against me because they didn't realize they were puppets in the scheme. But it's a scheme that Todd set up. We know it. So just grateful for that moment. And grateful to know that I'm on the right path. I'm doing the right things. And, you know, it's all just steps and tick marks and milestones in my journey. Because I do keep a timeline of like, these things have happened. Here's a change that I made on social. Like added the questions into the episode, you know, changed the name to see if it would help with views, right? Like little things like that I added in. So I'm really excited. It gave me another boost because y'all know last year, was it last year? I was like, is this year or no year? And everybody's like, no, you can't stop. And I'm like, but no, you can't pay me, right? So there was that. But just those moments give me the boost and let me know, like, God is like, not yet, girl. Not yet. I know you're not there, but like, not yet. So now you guys know the story, most of it. And now we're going to jump back into this season. I don't know how we got here. Let's get into this, y'all. Let's see how Girl Karen is doing because it was a hard episode. Very hard couple of episodes to start this season off. As I mentioned at the end of the last episode, there are a number of ways that this can go. There are so many storylines that can come out of this, whether it be, you know, the tumultuous relationship between Zach and Fatima, where it goes with them. If Karen is resentful or like Does she get angry because Fatima has a happy and healthy baby potentially with Zach, right? Something that she also didn't quite want, but she was going to have. And then there's Sabrina, who's trying to have her baby. And like, she is being Karen's support. And then like Aaron and Karen, like, what does this do to their relationship? Because Aaron had been very strong in wanting to be with her forever and ever. And yes, they grew stronger through this pregnancy, but does Karen now have some like tough times? You know, there's going to be postpartum, and it's going to be postpartum depression for sure, because you definitely lost a child. Couple that with like grieving, postpartum depression, and then having to raise one of the twins. And you remember she said, what am I going to tell her about her sister? Like, all of this is going through her mind. And then you also have to think, and I'm going to say this, and no one wants to say this, but Karen was very sad and afraid and worrisome about how she is going to have to live her life and say, yeah, I have a set of twins, but they have two fathers. She had been thinking about that a lot. Will she feel guilty for not having to have that conversation anymore? And then, of course, everyone in and around your life knew that you were pregnant with twins. Now you have to relive that every single time you have a conversation with them for the first time, to remind them or to let them know that there's only one baby who is alive. Because you still had another baby. Okay? Let's not forget that. But yeah, let's see where they take this. The writers are fucking on their shit since all of last season and these first 3 episodes of season 9. So I'm really excited to see where you guys take it. I'm glad for this writer's room. I was worried in the very beginning. I think the first half of season 8. When did y'all first get on? I don't know, but it was a little shaky. But you're doing a great job. So really excited to see where you take this. All right, y'all, if you made it this far and you are not a subscriber, welcome to the community of loves. Please announce yourself in the comments. Tell me what your name is and where you are from. As always, please don't change your profile picture, and please don't change your screen name, because I will only know you from your profile little bubble and your screen name. That's all I got. I still don't know what I Still Rise or Still I Rise's name is. There is someone who's Miss, I think Shahad. What's your name? I don't know. There's some people, Melissa, like I know your name, Therese, I know, you know what I'm saying? Like I know a lot of people's names, but if your name is something fun and funky, sorry to that woman. I don't know. But, you know, so glad to have you. All right, y'all. If you have not done so already, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And now let's get into Tyler Perry's Sistas season 9, episode 4. Let's go. I'm real curious as to where they're taking the rest of this show.
Oh, what the hell, Pam? Oh, this is you.
Of course, Pam doesn't know. So now she's about to celebrate, and it's not going to be good. Pam is trying to do something nice, but she has 2 of everything. Oh, just think about that. Going home and having to, what do you take the baby room down? Like if you had a single stillborn? My God. You got to tell her. She's coming in and seeing this. Zakisha and Aaronette. Oh, but they brought one baby home. When Andy had time to get some new hair? We just got back from the hospital. Come on, obvious new season. Bust down, Bobbiana. Okay, we serious. Hold on. Oh my God. Y'all, they have a real baby. Oh my God. Whose real baby is this?
My baby girl, Faith.
Faith. Didn't I call that when it was called having faith? And I said it's having faith that their babies are going to make it, or that she is having. I mean, why do y'all watch if you have me? She mad cute. But that's not a newborn, but okay. You know, also in a moment, you feel bad for Pam too, right? Because everyone else knows. So they have had their grieving time. They've held each other. They've gone through this journey together. But Pam is just hearing about this now. And she's the only one experiencing this, and she doesn't have anyone else to like comfort and hold her. So she is going through everything that they went through. Granted, she's not as close to Karen, but it still is impactful, and no one is there to comfort and console her. And you know, you don't want to make it about you in these moments, but like Pam is going through this too.
2 breast pumps? She doesn't have udders, Pam.
You actually didn't need 2 breast pumps, but okay. At least we don't have to change the intro anymore. Oh, we got new sheets. Why do they look like my grandma's?
Last time I was in this room,
I was pregnant with 2. See?
both my babies were with me.
Y'all. First of all, Andy, whoever's on makeup. Yo, let me tell y'all. The beginning of every scene, of every season, like you can tell that last one, I think they recorded before because it carried over. This is all new. Though, Danny's braids do look a little tighter and cleaner in the front. So we'll see. And she got that damn work headband on her head. Anyway, Andy's makeup looks phenomenal. And usually the makeup looks so fucking sharp in the very, very beginning of the season. Now, I know that they record a lot of episodes in like one day. They do the whole season in like 2 weeks, right? But if that's the case, and if that's something that I continuously see, let's make sure we're doing makeup refreshes throughout these, you know, long scenes that carry us. Probably she's gonna have this same hair, makeup, and outfit on for the next 8 episodes. So let's make sure we hit a little refresh.
No future. Now it's gone.
No, you still a mom of one beautiful baby girl. Oh, you know that this is like days ahead because Danny also has her work clothes on. So this is several days after. So now I guess it does make sense. I wonder, how long did she spend in the hospital? Did I miss that? Oh my God, it's called One is the Loneliest Number That You Ever Did See. Karen, you playing this role. Now they're going to shed light on for real postpartum depression. KJ, you were noticeably pregnant when you got up. But okay, guys. Now y'all closing doors. Damn, so postpartum depression from mom. But now you got to deal with, what do you call it, dads? He's not postpartum because he is just grieving the loss of his child and a life that he had like already situated and made for himself in his head.
Is everything okay?
I don't like that outfit, Fatima.
I know. Stop asking me that.
Okay. Let's have a learning moment here. Fatima asked Zach, is everything okay? And he put his head down because he can't say like, I'm tired of you asking that. But imagine being asked that every single day. I've had this conversation with a lot of friends before. I'm in the age group where my friends are losing parents. And so you want to check in on them. And instead of doing the, hey, how are you today? Right? Because they're not great. You're forever grieving people. You just learn to live in a different way. And then grief might come at you in different time periods. So instead of, how are you feeling? How are you doing? Is everything okay? You ask a specific question. Hey, do you need anything to eat? Hey, I made some pasta. Would you like any? Hey, I'm in the neighborhood. Do you need me to pick you up anything from Target? Like, you know, not Target. Y'all know I haven't stepped a foot in Target since or ordered online. Yep. Thank you. But yeah, so ask specific questions and ask specific actionable questions. That person is grieving and going through something. Don't add something else that they have to think and answer. Instead, provide them a question that has the thought and the answer already in it. Do you need blah? Not what do you need? Hey, I'm about to get me a roll of toilet paper from Costco, like the jumbo pack. Do you need me to get you one? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, have questions that they are very specific, that they have to do minimal thinking about, and then go in for the answer. Very quick, simple, and easy. You are thinking about them. So the sentiment is there. We get it. But don't add another item for them to do. Even I was thinking like there was a moment where I was super, super stressed because I had gotten into my car accident. I had to go to work. Then it was like I needed surgery. I had to find a no fault. Nobody was taking this. I had to go to my insurance, my lawyer, their lawyer's insurance just to get double checked. And it was just like I couldn't even, get all of this together and figure out my medical leave. Like it was a lot. And it was like me solo dolo doing everything. And then people would be like, what can I do for you? No. Like, how are you? No, not how are you? Figure this out. Or do you need any help? And I would be like, yes, I need help finding a no-fault doctor in New York City who takes this, who manages this, who's in orthopedics for wrist surgery. Go find. And I remember one of my friends couldn't find and just came back with me empty. And it's like, appreciate you for looking, but that's cool. But I still have to find. Maybe now you see how hard it is for me, but even if you couldn't find, still a burden that I still have. That's still on my task list. So let's make sure we give things up to people that either we can do, we can propose, or something very simple and easy where the other person doesn't have to think. And no shade to my friend at all. Like, beautiful blessings that she even offered. That she even asked, because I threw it her way.
Look, you barely said anything since we got home from the hospital.
He don't know how to feel.
You just been moping around for the last few days.
Few days, so it's been a few days.
You almost get killed by Hudson. Your baby passed.
You almost lose your friend too.
Got there faster. Just take her to a different hospital.
That's not your fault.
And you barely even talk to me.
Hey, I don't blame you.
This is real though. Zach is going through a lot right now. So you want to be sensitive to him, your partner, during his grieving or whatever it is that he's going through, and like propose some things and like bring it up like, hey, you need help. But also you're going through your own shit that you need support from your partner in. And this is why I say, like, sometimes these relationships don't work because they both need support at the same exact time. And when they're used to being each other's support system and they're not anymore, it can go bad.
I really think it'd be good for us to do something.
He needs his alone time, sis. Let him be alone.
Good. I promise.
It's an awkward camera cut, but okay. Editor.
I love you.
Yeah, we love you. Fatima, you got a raise since your boss, who you are an admin to a paralegal to, got a raise? You did, right? Okay.
I'm a thug.
Zach is me. Y'all saw 2 episodes ago when I was like, yeah, it was sad, but I didn't cry because I'm a thug. And then I watched my recap over and all I did was cry the whole episode. Zach, the delusion must be contagious. Oh my God, speaking of contagious, y'all ever heard of Legionnaire's disease? Because I haven't. But there is a Legionnaire's disease outbreak in like 6 zip codes. And guess whose zip code is a part of it? My zip code. 3 people have died. 22 people have it. So basically it's about like the cooling systems in buildings, and the water vapors have like the bacteria, whatever it is, and it gets you sick and you get Legionnaire's disease. And they said it can spread up to 1,000 feet. Don't quote me, but it's 4 city blocks, which means I know it's not my building because it's the buildings that have central air. We do not have central air. But I still don't like that it's that contagious. So handle that. Okay, cool. And also they're not telling you which buildings, which I don't know if that's some government landlord that they're not trying to get into, or they're not trying to cause panic, but I don't like that. There's something up with that.
The cutest little thing.
There's no baby in there.
Baby
that baby not.
At me all morning
that baby 4 days old, y'all.
Already knowing what that sound is all about.
Responding to the baby's cry.
I don't know about that.
You are, baby girl.
What a big decision to make.
I just want it to stop.
Karen, you still have another baby.
Come on, Faith.
I can't even talk through this because I don't know the right way. You gotta let her have these moments, but all right, we need a therapist or something. Damn, I hate this. I'm sorry. Is that a new office manager? Why we get a new office manager every season? You got a new job, girl?
Andy.
This is what I'm talking about. Like, how do we just move on as if those first 4 episodes didn't happen? Now we got to deal with this motherfucker again. Hayden, I thought you were turning a fucking new leaf.
Well, I know you find me intimidating, but
Shut
dramatic. I know we don't always see eye to eye.
up.
So I just wanted to say, I'm glad you're all right.
Yeah.
It's not too many of us around here to begin with.
Come on, Hayden.
There is no us. E and me, the partner.
Oh, oh.
You see, I try to be nice.
He was trying to be
At the
nice.
time, where is Gary?
And how the hell would I know?
Ulterior motives always.
Well, you weren't. Jordan, that poor bastard.
Don't forget the
Gary
janitor
put out
guy.
some time.
Do you have Tamara's list?
Oh!
Got it.
That is, listen, you know what I just told somebody? I said, listen, I want to incorporate touche into my vocabulary more. I don't use it enough. That touche, because listen, Tamara's list is long and you wiped that hoe. So I know you're not talking about other hoes, even though Andy, you're not a hoe. Did I just slip that up? But don't forget the janitor.
Yeah.
Don't you shake hands with the devil.
You wouldn't know about powder.
The man
It's a
is
drug
nowhere to be
addict?
found, to be honest. That looks like you know how to bite.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Shut
sorry,
up,
that's
Hayden.
it.
I'll ask HR.
No, I was just playing.
That's right, girl. I told y'all, we don't play around anymore. Let's just work our way up. Welcome to corporate Karen. Cause now I hate that it's happening within us, but I wouldn't mind seeing another black female at the law firm, like an actual lawyer. No, no shade. It sounds like I'm like slightly shading all these ladies, and it's not my intention at all. Let me watch the show. Okay. Yeah, you f***ed up. You realize that now. You know what, Tony? I was worried that we were losing you. And look who's back. Y'all, if you're not on my social media, go to From Rizzo with Love on Instagram and see the video that Brandon, aka Tony, and I did. And really, he was talking about me and From Rizzo with Love. Love it. It's a good suit, Tony.
I'm just burning up in here.
It just finished.
Did I have dysentery?
Oh, real quick. Also, I want to apologize because I used the term that I didn't realize was a bad term to use. I feel like it's what we used to call people from Alaska, who used to live in the igloos. As I was editing, I was like, damn, I haven't heard this in a while. So I looked it up and I was told that it's a bad term. What's the term we're supposed to be using now? Hold on, let me look up ChatGPT. The Inuit. Is that what my TurboTax is called? Inuit when referring to indigenous people in Canada, Greenland, or parts of Alaska, if they identify as such. Use Yupik or... Oh, well, I got to struggle through this. This is the name of people or something. I got to figure this out. If I can say Rabinowitz, I can say this. Inupiaq. Use Yupik or Inupiaq when referring to specific indigenous people in Alaska or Siberia. So, you know what? Cool. So my apologies. I will not use that term anymore. I don't know if anybody from Alaska heard this it doesn't even have to be people from Alaska, but I don't know if y'all were offended by that, but my apologies.
And babe, don't worry about Karen. She will be all right.
How you know, Tony? This over here.
That burns a little bit.
Okay.
Don't threaten us with a good time, Danny. Also, Danny's eye makeup is very fresh and clean too. Okay. Who decided on the bobs this season? Why are we going forward with that? And are vests a gay man thing? Because Maurice has more vests than I think the usher board and the deacons of every pastoral staff in the southern state of Tennessee. Paige, this curl bob at the end is crazy. I hope that's a wig because you can't be out in the streets like this. Why she give side profile Loretta?
Okay.
That's her real hair.
You smell lovely.
It's the little curl that she doesn't wear outside. Okay.
Hey, it's for horses.
Now, hay is for horses is one that I've heard. Oh, real quick, guys, I was talking about this with my sister. I need to find this, and I'm gonna put it on TikTok because TikTok finds anything. You guys know the gospel song, I got shoes, you got shoes, all of God's children got shoes. I know there are a ton of people who sing that, but in the way that I sing, I don't even know if cadence is the right word, but in the way I sing it, my grandmother used to play her gospel songs for us, and we have been looking for this version and we cannot find it. But it's, I got shoes, you got shoes, all of God's children got shoes. Where we get to heaven, gonna put on our shoes. We're gonna walk all over God's heaven, 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 heaven. We're gonna walk all over God's heaven. That version. Let me know. Now, she was a big Mahalia Jackson fan, but I done looked at Mahalia Jackson's song, and it's not how she sing it. The Clark sisters sing it, like the old school Clark sisters sing it a lot slower. Help me out, please. Thank you.
I never know the right thing to say.
That's valid, though. But you being there is a big difference.
What is it?
The eggs didn't.
I found out the sex of the embryos.
Oh, they did work and everything.
The words of the late great Angie Stone. My sunshine has come. And she
My
rests.
sunshine. Oh, come
And
on.
speaking of-
Rest in peace, Angie. Rest in peace. You know what I was thinking about, too? Is Anthony Hamilton, because I was a mess right now on all 4 of them episodes. 3 of them episodes. Can't eat, can't sleep. Karen probably ain't breastfed in 3 days. I love the little reference to Angie Stone, though. Big ups. BET always supported her. We love that. Really quickly, what I'm also going to say is Sabrina, who is played by Novi Brown, is playing this role. If y'all have ever seen Novi Brown's lives or heard her talk outside of this Sistas thing, that's a whole character she's playing.
I do not want to talk about Rich. I don't want
Yeah,
to think
not right now. You know what I want to talk about?
Want to see him again.
This outfit, sis. Oh, speak of the devil. Don't be showing up at my job, fam. Stop this. Stop popping up. Didn't you learn the last time you came here? I don't want nothing to do with you. Stop trying to come here. You know the whole thing is like, yo, if I block you on my phone, you better love me enough and send me an email. No. Stop, Richard. Okay. Who is that? Who's at Zach's door? Trinity, which is Preston. Gary, his brother. Who's at his door? Are they about to do a Zatima crossover? Also, Zach, you need a Ring camera.
What's up, man? Come on. Hey, man.
This is beautiful, guys.
Donuts.
Donuts.
Probably.
Aaron, beautiful.
What's up?
Zach, you eat donuts?
But I figure I'd come through here and
Since y'all are
offer it to
pregnant.
you, you know.
Wow. I got chills. Wow. I want you guys to know that when I say I got chills, I genuinely have chills. I love this. What a turn. Cause we were tired. Question number 1. What were y'all more tired of? Gary and Andy. Hayden, period. Actually, I'll say Hayden and Fatima, or Hayden and Andy, or Zach and Aaron. What were you more tired of? And I say were, but some of this is still going on.
You should.
Yeah, he can't see baby stuff right now. What if Zach becomes overweight because he eats his problems away?
Fighting for custody of Michael.
He's gone through a
Taking my
lot.
money. Losing forever.
Losing forever. Say her name,
I
y'all.
don't know how I'm supposed to feel, how I actually feel.
What does that mean? I'm trying to separate how I'm supposed to feel and how I'm actually feeling. What does that mean? You think you should be sadder, or you think you should be more strong in this moment? Because you actually look like you are feeling sad. So which way did you mean by that?
You think, man? And I mean that.
And
Seriously.
Aaron is a good person for that, because remember, granted,
appreciate you.
he was mentoring and helping Gary, but this is like his specialty.
Yeah, that for you, brother.
Oh, that's what I was trying to say before. Who do you think says brother more? Was it Hulk Hogan? Or is it like Aaron and the men of the church? So my friend sent me a sermon today. My Lord, she doesn't even know what I'm going through. I'm not sharing everything here, but the sermon that she sent me was so relevant to what is happening today, what was supposed to happen today if I did not tear my shoulder. My goodness, which also is, by the way, is doing a lot better. MRI is coming next week. Actually a couple days. So yeah, who says it more? Oh no, so she sent me a video of the sermon. Sorry. She sent me a video of the sermon, and you know, God can send messages through anyone. But y'all, I swear sometimes I really have issues with like these non-denominational hip hopper pastors. You know what I'm saying? like the pastors who be dressed super down and who wear the gold chains and the baggy clothes. Like, it gets to me. And it shouldn't. But I'm just like, what are you doing? But you know, I let the word come through. You know, he could send it through anyone. And I just said, it bothered me a couple times throughout the sermon. It was only a 15-minute sermon. Maybe I don't quite know. Look, I'm gonna post the headshot, the thumbnail here so that you guys see it. But it was good. It was, you know, I always talk about this. It's a delay. It's not a denial, right? God is setting me up for something. I don't see it yet. There's a reason why I couldn't do what I was supposed to do today, but I'm trusting in him. And you know, sometimes I go back and forth, but I am still trusting in him. I'm not angry. I'm not upset. Not conflicted, but obviously, you know, if you have something set up and you can't do it, you know, inside things are like, damn, I wish I could have, you know, but there is a reason for it. So not upset, but still dealing with the real human portions about that. But you know what? In Zach's words, I'm dealing with how I should feel and how I actually feel, right? I should feel very comfortable because I believe in God and I know that everything that he is doing is for a reason. But I actually feel like, damn, you know? So dealing with that a little bit, but I'm still okay because I know everything's going to work out for him. For me.
I appreciate you, brother Sean, man. You're taking it easy, brother.
That hug, I don't think it was in the script, but
Hit me up if anything. I mean it, Zach. All right?
I love this circle. I love these groups. Everybody is telling everyone, hit me up, contact me. I mean it. You got to imagine. Does seeing Aaron make him sad or mad or jealous, you know? And what is he going to think when he sees Aaron and her pushing Faith in a stroller?
What the hell are you doing here in my job?
Yeah, get out my office, fam. Maurice.
It's fine.
Is it?
Thank you.
Maurice is a writer for sure.
Like I said, I couldn't reach you.
Yeah, because I blocked.
I couldn't reach you. Did you? What?
I'm sliding up into Penelope.
You're the boss here. Close that door.
Sometimes to
Be unlike you, she liked me.
Oh.
grow up, Rich.
What the fuck is this invisible magician ass shirt you got on? Is this your Garcon, Gordon Gartrell? What the fuck? I mean, big ups to Theo, but oh my God.
That you grow up.
You didn't come to my place of employment to tell me that you grow up. You didn't do that. Maurice.
Come with me. Never mind.
So why you here?
I know that's all it takes these days.
So what if it was?
Ooh.
So much.
Let's play his games. Play his games.
Hell out of my office and don't come back.
Right. You mad about shit I'm saying. I had to see it.
I would hardly call this stalking. Let's be real.
Stalking.
Okay.
This man from Boston?
Well, unlike unsanitary antics in your place of business, but guess what? That drama will not live here.
Y'all was kissing
Okay.
and shit
I'm gonna get out.
when y'all was together in your office. What? What you want to discuss? You ain't got my eggs? I ain't got your sperm? We ain't got no business. I brought you over to the little store. We ain't got nothing to discuss. Bye.
Brought you a cappuccino from the coffee shop.
No, you didn't buy a cappuccino from the coffee shop. Okay, you didn't buy it from the coffee shop because you got a mug. You could change the line. Oh no, I feel like Crystal's wig is too far back. Oh, Crystal, I hope that doesn't stay there. Damn, y'all recorded 18 episodes with this first look.
Here, push me out the door this morning to get me to come to work.
Why'd you do that?
He needs alone time.
Fine. Okay.
Oh my God.
And if I feel this way, I can
Imagine
only
how
imagine
Karen
the desolation that
feels.
Karen feels.
But what about you?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't even mention the crazy shit you went through with Hudson and Jasmine's crazy.
Right. You went through a whole traumatic moment too. Oh my God. Andy got the real crying face. This whole first half of the season is going to be about dealing with trauma, multiple forms.
My life flashed before my eyes. What I thought when that happened?
What?
Is this all I've done?
Mm.
Is this my contribution to society?
That's a real feeling to have. The reason that I started this is because I got into that car accident and I was like, oh my goodness. One, I was bound, but oh my goodness, I could have died with this in me. And I know that's crazy because that's what Sal Towers just said. But my God, like, can you imagine dying? Not you, I don't want to say it like this, but like, none of this would have been a thing. You would have never known me. I would have never spoken to a bunch of y'all. Like,
You don't have to push your feelings to the background just because other people are hurting.
yeah.
Thank you for saying that.
Fatima, that's what we're saying to you, sis. We know you have to be there for Zach right now, but you also need someone to be there for you, and it can be an outside third party. That's okay.
Thank you, girl.
Oh, Andy. Right? You can't let them see you crying at work.
Wake her up.
I'm with Aaron.
Look out for that little toy, small ass baby that you got there, but then showing us a fucking toddler, newborn, no, in the fucking little carrier. What the hell is that little thing? That baby's head and a full eye and everything doesn't match that little nugget.
Otherwise, she could get blood clots. You know?
Oh yeah, she
I'm
gotta
also hoping
walk.
that you're coming with me. Me? Mm-hmm.
What you think you here for, Pam?
This is your grandmother's get better soup. Sorry to Grams, we do not feel better.
Pam, whose side are you on right now?
It's turmeric and ginger and garlic. It's all the things you love.
Do y'all say turmeric or y'all say turmeric? Or do you say turmeric? Or I've heard people say like turmeric.
Try it.
So tired.
You tired because you ain't got no energy.
This is when I'm asleep, so please just let me sleep.
This is straight depression.
Karen.
He's just not going, okay? So please let me sleep.
Okay.
How do you help somebody out of this?
Feel better. Don't worry about anything.
She finally got it. She's never been through that. She is a mother, but she's never been through that. Ugh. So Karen actually being very blunt and open and honest with her was very eye-opening for her. Damn. I don't even know, how do you get somebody out of that? If you feel comfortable, did you deal with postpartum depression? And if so, how did you get out of it? Or what was the best thing that someone could have done for you in that situation? And also, I'm so glad you're out of it. And if you're going through it right now, you're going to get out of it. Read the comments. We got you. Okay, final scene. We're still in a sad state, so this isn't going to be dramatic like that. I am hoping that this is going to be a hopeful ending. Like maybe Zach and Fatima are going to have a breakthrough. Or Robin is going to give Andy a call just to check in on her. Or someone is going to call and say, I need therapy. Like, I want something positive to come out to end this episode. Like something hopeful for us. So we'll see. Like, Hayden, I don't need to see you right now. Oh, shit. We're probably going to get whatever Leonard said she's going to see soon. Are we going to go to the airport? Okay, no, we have the law firm.
Andy, hey, it's Dr. Vaughn. How you doing?
I'm doing
Dr.
well.
Vaughn.
Just
Dr. Vaughn got fired and he needs her to represent him?
she's doing, but I haven't heard anything back.
Okay.
Just
The hormones in and the grief begins.
yeah, it's tough.
Your doctor? Oh yeah, they do.
But I
They
think
call
Miss
you.
Ma will make a full recovery. She's young, the best.
She
Sure
will.
has time and great friends supporting her. You know, I really
Just
admire
ask
how
this.
the hospital don't have anyone to advocate for them. It's especially an issue with Dr. Cruz's patients.
I'm sorry, what does that mean?
Dr. Cruz.
This wasn't Dr. Cruz's first time playing with a patient's life.
I told you guys, I told you. I said when he made that face about Dr. Cruz, I said either he's like head of the shit or he is being sued right now for killing probably a black woman. I said this shit. And it's both. Yeah.
He has more complaints?
Several. Only with black patients.
Shouldn't say anything.
Patience.
You being a lawyer?
Well, you were quite talkative the other night. What's one more secret between friends?
First of all, the way that you said that, now I'm not sure if he gonna be with Danny or he gonna be with her. You have quite the way you were talking last night. Oh, so you just for the streets. You do that laugh for everybody, huh? It's Dr. Vaughn. Pick a side. They all need new suitors.
Even a few lawsuits.
A few.
And nothing's...
Guess it's not what you know, but who you play golf with.
Yup.
It would be here to protect the patients.
That's very noble of you.
Dr. Vaughn, stop with this little smile. Are you lonely? Mr. Lonely, did you just get out of a relationship? Are you looking for a hug? Did you lose your mom? What's happening?
Maybe I can do more.
That would have been a good end. Okay, but now, look at Tony. She about to leave you, Tony. You don't even know.
Guess what?
I'm not going to Alaska?
I thought a lot about you and
I was able to get you transferred?
we both know
Watch.
it's not gonna work.
Watch this. I was able to get you transferred too. And this is exactly what we mean, Tony. She didn't ask for this.
And besides, there's nothing more important to me.
His dumb ass got her transferred.
And
Tony, I can't stand for you if you keep doing this.
I thought a lot about what you said, and
I quit.
I quit Higher Airlines.
She ain't want that. Oh, he's delusional.
Good news, you are still black as ever. You are beautifully colored.
Paige, shut up.
But there was a special trinket that she included in the box. Took his shit back to the gift shop to get my money.
He had an
and used those
engagement
proceeds to
ring.
buy the child in question.
The harlot.
Ma'am, oh my God, Murphy should be called the police.
Absolutely.
Shut up, Paige. Put out Penelope. Okay, I like this because now it opens us up to start the next episode with whatever they have going on. Did I hear correctly that he had a box for her? Like he was going to propose to her and he's looking for the engagement ring? She threw it. It's probably stuck in Penelope's vagina right now in the moment. Maybe that's why Penelope's there. She said, I went to pee and I coughed too hard and an engagement box fell out. So I'm here to return it. But what I wanted to say is also, Sal is tall. You know, I am a solid 5'2". KJ is nice and short with me. Thank you. Brandon is taller than I thought. Mignon is taller than I thought. And then Sal, duh, she was on Top Model. Wanna be on top. You know, I should have knew that she was taller. But yeah, all right. I bangs with this episode. I wasn't sure how we were going to get out of the depression and the sadness and the crying all episode, but I like what you guys did. We still have the moment where Karen is still going through her shit and y'all are still addressing that, but we're able to sprinkle in other stories, sprinkle in some laughter and some joy, some, you know, closing out some angry relationships and building on new experiences with these characters here. You know, I'm always ready and willing to have a new character. Oh, Dr. Sullivan is the new. I called him Dr. Sullivan. Dr. Vaughn is the new character. Dr. Vaughn, who are you trying to? Because if Tony is staying, it's going to take a while to get rid of him because Danny's not going to want that. Are you going to be laughing at Danny and at Andy? And then they're going to have some because they both like the same guy? I don't know. But before we get into it, determine who you think is a better sister, because they're all available. Who is a better sister for Dr. Vaughn? Sound off and let me know. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And please always remember that everything that I have said has been from Rizzo with love. Bye, guys.